Hello and welcome back to Systems of Existence. I feel like I have to update you on so many things in this episode, but first of all I want to say a huge thank you for 2024 and your support on the podcast and your presence and time here as well. And also obviously wish you a beautiful new decade, a beautiful new start. And for those of you who have been with me in the workshop, you are attuned to this crazy wild ride that we are going to embark upon in this new decade, and obviously starting with a huge year. 2025 is going to be a wild rocket ship, I want to say. And as I said in my last episode, it's so important to have the right tools at hand and to know how to help your system integrate everything that we are processing every day, because it's not gonna be less anytime soon. Let's just say that. I know a lot of people hope that and pray for that, and I'm like, oh, it's going better. But yeah, I just want to fill you in on even the energetics of January, because this month already it's like a Kickstarter month. It's really wild, and I want to shine a light in this episode on why that is. And obviously we speak about systems of existence, so introduce you again to my new system of existence, and yeah, why I really believe in it and why I really like to practice it now, and would love for you to experience it for your own self and cells, as I always say, because it's a cellular upgrade, really. It's just so powerful, and without it, I don't know where I would be. There's been so much that I've been navigating, going through, and even working with the system myself, I feel like brought me into the place that I started 2025 in, which I did not expect at all. But the more I did that work and the more I used my own medicine, I noticed how much it changed me as a person and my energetic field and my frequency and vibration. And all of a sudden I became an energetic match to opportunities that I didn't even consider for myself before. It was really wild, and still is. Like I wake up now, actually I can finally say, in my own apartment, which, if you know me, it's been a struggle for me for years to find my own grounding, to find my own space, to feel safe in that commitment to a place. And there's been just so much around that's been deeply conditioned in my own energetic field, where there was always something where it couldn't come through because I was blocking it, right? And I was not energetically free for that grounding and anchoring, and had just so much resistance to it still, even though I knew it would be the best for me. And I feel like my entire cosmic team up there was like, please let this girl just finally rest and come to ground. What else can we do, right? And initially I thought Bali would do that for me, and then the whole Bali story ended up being a pretty much life or death situation. And again, like since I came back from Bali, I knew I have to really make a choice, and I felt like something really needs to change. And that's very in alignment with also the 9 year that we are in, where it's all about closing cycles that no longer serve you, closing things and no longer engaging in things, behaviors, habits, lifestyle, relationships. You have it, like anything that you do on a day-to-day basis that is no longer serving your frequency and where you are wanting to go from here has to die off. That's the 9 year. It's closing off of these cycles, and literally last minute I closed off this cycle. Like my contract started on the 1st of January, and I was just not expecting that. It happened within a week that I had this place, and it's like all that I could ask for and more. Literally, I came in here and I was like, this is the first time where I feel like I don't even want to go outside anymore. I just love everything about it. it's literally, I cannot, I mean, the only downside of it, which is also not a downside to be honest, is that I have to furnish this whole place. But then also I couldn't see myself continuing to live in places that other people have designed or curated, and like I just wanted to a complete blank slate, as scary as that is, because I literally came here into an empty apartment, wasn't even sure if I have a bed or a fridge on the day that I moved. So much fear that I had to move through, of the unknown, of trusting that it will all work out, also in terms of finances. It just literally initiated me in trusting the universe on a level that I did not have to do before. And the only thing that explains how this all could come together so quickly is literally the energy and frequency and somatic work that I do. As now I'm a practitioner in sonic anatomy and a sonic guide. As I said in my last episode, I mean, that's the official title. I call it tuning yourself, like using your voice as a tuning fork for specific things. And the more I did that for myself and did those vocal expressions, did those healing sounds, did those healing tonics for myself, worked with the fear frequency, worked with the energetic reprogramming frequency, worked with a lot of the stuff with sacral and gut work, and released so much trapped shit out of my field, all of a sudden my energy field was free to be an energetic match for this place that is everything that I could ask for. And somehow it all worked out because I released these blockages also through my own toning, through my own frequency attunements that I did for myself. That's again why I love to offer this to you now too, and want you to experience the freedom that comes with you actually singing these intentions into your cells. And it's like you can imagine, like that's what I always did, like I have my intention for 2025. I know where I want to be, and I know that I want to have my own place, and the way I want to have sunlight all day, I want to have a view, I want to have green, I want to be in a zen space where it doesn't irritate me but also not too close. Like I had all of my things in mind, but I was like, I don't know how this miracle could ever happen for me. And the truth is, you don't have to know either. You don't have to know. You have to have the intention, and then you have to literally sing it into your cells. You have to sing it and claim it into existence as much as you have to do it, and if that means you have to sing that jingle that we will create together in a session all day long, then do it. Like I've been singing it through the dishes, under the shower. You can record yourself doing it and listen to it when you wake up in the morning. It doesn't matter. You just have to have it as a lullaby. Like, the ancients used mantras to really shift that vibration and frequency. I still do these things. I still use mantras. I still use actual tuning forks. But it's really powerful to have a tool to also go into your cellular makeup. And then again, if we look at in a session into your chart, we can see where the blockages are in. For example, if we look at your human design, your gene keys, or your astrology chart, we can see, okay, that's activated right now. That's why you might need an attunement, or that's why you might feel blocked in this area. That's why you have these reoccurring issues with X, Y, Z, right? It's so powerful. I kid you not. And I knew, the activations that I was going through. I knew it's all about home and rooting. So I knew that I needed to clear the resistance and those patterns in my field that are stopping me from doing what I know I have to do on a soul level. And yeah, that's why I love to combine the sonic anatomy work with the usual work that I do with gene keys, human design, and obviously astrology. And yeah, I just wanted to remind you that during January I have these new tuning sessions for an introductory energy exchange of 222 instead of my usual 333. If you would like to have a session like that, experience it for yourself, you have a specific intention, this is the perfect timing. If you missed a workshop, you missed the opportunity to have that, little taste test now, or like back then, but you can have the little taste test now with a one-on-one session, which is more powerful anyways. You know, it's more powerful anyways because we can work with a specific thing. You know, I'm a projector, you know, I like to go deep into the specifics anyways. So it's the perfect time for you to really start that work. And, you know, if there has been something, again, it's a 9-year, that you feel like you've not been able to get out of for years and decades, then it's the perfect decade to really not, you know, to close that cycle off, basically, to no longer be a vibrational match to that being an issue for you anymore, right? Where I was also thinking, you know, I don't want to be the kind of person that has to, be a nomad all the time. I want to plant, I want to root, I want to, you know, expand my field, and I know I have to root in order to do that. And yeah, I'm really grateful, so blessed every single day now that I wake up. I'm like, gosh, this is thank God. Thank God I did the work. Thank God I moved into every single fucking ounce of fear. Thank God. I really did. Like, and every day I'm just in so much gratitude, and it's just, it feels like a dream still. But yeah, then also we create our reality in the dream state too, so I'm not surprised, right? So yeah, let me know, info@abracadabrababy.de, or you message me on Instagram, MagicCathyOfficial, and yeah, no, MagicCathyOfficial, you know my Instagram handle. I mean, do I have to repeat myself? I'm going to link it down below as well if you would like to have your own jingle for a specific thing to finally get rid of whatever it is that stops you from really expanding into your greatness. Seriously, it's like we don't have time anymore to compromise our energy field, or to shrink, or to, you know, settle for less. Like the 9 years all about closing that, because it's just, we literally can't tolerate it anymore, not just for ourselves, but again for the collective as well. It's pushing us into growth right now. And this month specifically, I will do a workshop for the new moon in Aquarius, just already heads up for you, so you know, because that day, 29th of January, and you know, the 28th, 29th, so much energetic stuff happening. First of all, the new moon is on the 9th degree in a 9-year. It's the first new moon of the year, not a coincidence, obviously. Uranus stations on the day, literally around that day, and the stationing days are always so important. The new moon is ruled by Uranus. You know how much I talk about Uranus and the unexpected plot twists and the vibrational connection that, you know, that it always is with the nervous system and all of the things. So we will definitely do attunement in the workshop as well. Mark your calendars already for the 28th or 29th of probably going to be on the 28th. I will map and plan it out. Stay tuned. Obviously, I will announce it on Instagram as well, and on my email list if you're not already on that. And yeah, we will do definitely an attunement there. And also, what else is, yeah, it's the first new moon with the nodes in a different vibration. So the nodes shift signs pretty much when the sun moves into Aquarius, so mid-month. So we already feel that closing off of the cycle of the nodes in Aries and Libra, and we will move into Pisces and Virgo. I will obviously speak all about that very soon. And with that, also Neptune is the ruler of our North Node, which Neptune and Venus will be in alignment with that new moon as well. So that end of the month is just very jam-packed. And obviously that means that with the full moon that we have upcoming next week, we already release stuff and have to let go of things. We're closing off cycles. This whole month can be seen as a preparation for a cosmic catapulsion into a new vibration in February, and I just feel like a lot of strength and potent energy right now, which is also why I feel like this tuning yourself and having your own tool is so vital and important. Again, if I would not do my frequency work, I would probably not be able to handle these vibrations. And I know a lot of you are saying, you know, these upswings, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and it's just wild, right? So finally, as a 6 line, I have my roof to watch it all and observe it all and be like, okay, it's a lot, but you know, thank God we have support and we don't have to coast it all alone. I would love to hear how you are experiencing 2025 so far. I definitely felt the shift. Obviously it shifted me into a new lifestyle and environment too, but I know and witness a lot of people going through major things in their life and already being like pushed to really close stuff up. And if you have something where you felt like you can't let go yet, it's the perfect month to do that. It's a shedding month. It's a lot of changes and vibration shifts that we already have this month. But then again, if you are on my email list and you heard me say that before, there's just a lot of like shifts and changes in the entire year. And it's not like it's all going to be at the end of the year, it's all going to be at the beginning. So it's really, really a pushy year, which is again why we have to have tools to help us integrate these shifts with, you know, a lot of energy moving into Aries, all of these outer planets shifts, and that really have a huge effect on us. And not just on the day, it's when outer planets change signs, it's something that is like, they are slower. So it's like a gradual, like it dragging kind of energy, closing and not closing, and like ending and beginning. It's just this dance, which is also the energy and theme of the year. It's the 9-year means we close off cycles, but then at the same time, if we close something, we might be in the void, or we might be pushed into new beginnings that we might feel like we are not ready yet, right? But then if you have the opportunity, it always means that you are ready, because otherwise the opportunity wouldn't be in your field. You wouldn't be an energetic match to having that opportunity. So you have to trust that whatever shows up for you as an opportunity, you are ready for it. Otherwise, you would not have the opportunity, right? And for example, like I was invited now for the upcoming weekend to do human design and gene keys readings for Mind Valley. And I was like, what? Oh my fucking God, am I ready? Just like so close after the move, and I'm still recovering and recalibrating, and oh my gosh, and in person and Mind Valley and 8,000 people, and like, I was like, fuck, like, do I really say yes to this, right? Will my energy, I still recover as a projector from like, will I have energetic burnout doing readings all day? Like, can I do this? Can I handle it? And I'm like, I have to trust that if the opportunity comes up, I am ready and I will have the energy, right? Why would I block it based on how in the past I would have burned out or whatever? I don't know how it will be, right? Obviously, and it's a jump into the unknown. It's definitely pushing my limits, but I know that I have to push my limits. I want to push my limits. I want to expand my field. As I said, you know, I spoke that into also some healing tonics that I have for myself, where I'm like, I want to expand my field. I want to reach more people. I want to have more exposure. I want to have it local in Dubai. And see, oh my gosh, I'm getting an opportunity to do workshops and human design and gene keys readings for Mind Valley. I'm like shocked, you know, how quickly things can shift and change and open up for you if you really tune it into your system. And you remind your system every single fucking day, whenever doubt comes up, this is the new operating system. This is what we do now, literally. And you don't just do that mentally, you literally do it with the toning of your voice and a specific vibration. Because it's not just about words, it's about the vibration, which also we go into, because that toning that we do, it doesn't just create a sound, it creates a specific vibration. So the cells in your body vibrate and shake in a different way, right? So it's very, very much a fine-tuning. And from that vibrating and you vibrating on that level, all of a sudden these things happen for you. And I'm like, wow, I could not even think about that opportunity, right? I was just having the intention, this is what it is. And now I'm like, okay, and that is the answer. You know, the how, again, is not up to me. Then the invitation came in and I saw it and I connected the dots. I'm like, that's actually what I've been intending with my tuning. And this is the opportunity that now shows up. And who knows who I will meet there, connect there with, I don't know where it leads me, right? But this is the answer to my intention and my tuning that I did. And it's just so fascinating to see, you know, even with my apartment, it's also like, I tuned it into myself. I didn't know how it could come together, how it all could work out. And the more I tuned into it and made my system become matched to it, everything was almost effortless. Obviously, I still have to take the action. I still had to move. I still had to do the physical things, right? I still have to go to Mind Valley and do the readings and all the things. But I trust that, again, my intentions and my field will then attract more support and more opportunities. And it will be the same for you if you really know how to tune your system to become an energetic match to whatever intention you have. It is like magic. Like I cannot, I mean, for me it's still magic, you know, even though I work with it. It's just like, wow, it blows my mind every single time it works. I know that everything is just sound and vibration, right? But then the human in me is still like, gosh, the stuff that I'm teaching is actually true, you know? It's like wild. Like, gosh, it's actually working. You know, not just for others, also for myself. So I'm still, you know, this human being fascinated about how it works, and that it works, and that it is actually, you know, not just theory, but it's actually happening. So, all of that being said, I would love to see some of you in a tuning session and have similar, I just want to have similar experiences with and through you and for you. You know, where you're like texting me and be like, Kathy, I cannot believe, but this guy is showing up now all of a sudden, or this work opportunity, or, you know, I'm all of a sudden I'm able to do something that I've always wanted to do but was so afraid of, and now it just feels so second nature. You know, even I've been tuning a lot with also my relationship with food. Well, it's like complete shift. I'm like, wow, who am I? You know? It's so fun. It's so fun. So, you know where you can find me. Again, Magic Kathy Official on Instagram, info@abracadabra.de. These discounted energy exchange opportunity sessions for the new sonic anatomy work are only in January. So this is really the time for you. And after that, they will be my regular breakthrough session rate, and I will combine it obviously always with my breakthrough sessions too. So it's the perfect time, perfect opportunity if you would like to have a taster. And other than that, stay tuned for the workshop for sure. Spread the word for this episode. Stay cool, stay in flow. Know that there's a lot of energy shifting right now, and mid-month with the full moon in Cancer, but then also the nodes shifting mid-month, and then again the highlight spot really around the end of the month. I wanted to give you a heads up. If you would like to have some support during these times, again, you know where you can find me. And also on Instagram, I will obviously share more supportive tips, tools, and anything that you would like to see me talk about. Please let me know. Always helpful to know what would help you right now to navigate. And if you know, I offer that to you. You can always reach out and say, Kathy, I would love for you to shine a light on XYZ. It means the world to me, because then I know, you know, how I can serve in the better way. And then also, obviously, it's for you, you know, it's for you, just a gift to have a question answered, or, you know, shining a light on something specific you've been wondering about. It always is amazing, and it helps me create content as well. So let me know about that whenever you feel like there's something that I would like to have a spin on from Kathy. It always means the world to me. Other than that, please spread the word for these episodes. It's the smallest thing you can do, obviously, to give back to me as a creator as well, and makes other people also be aware of these topics and tools and things. So it's always a good way to, you know, create a flow of energy in the field. I'm very, very grateful for you, and don't want you to be afraid of the intensity of right now. You know, I know we are all a little bit burned from, oh my gosh, it's so much, but also we've been through a trainings camp, and I really have positive feelings about everything which we are going through and being put through. We can handle it, otherwise we wouldn't be in it, and we just have to trust ourselves more, and our support system and the tools that show up for us to be basically supported. So take all the support in and know that you can do it. You know that you are ready. Know that you are ready for these huge breakthroughs that you've been dreaming about probably forever. We're closing huge 7-year cycles right now as well. If you I've not been aware of that. I've been talking to a lot of people and they're closing things from 2018, 2019 specifically. Even me, you know, I've not had my own place and home since then. So it's been a closing off, and 7 is a Saturn cycle, and Saturn is moving into Aries soon. So it's a deep closure that we are facing. And again, the 9 year, it's about closing. So have the courage to close what no longer serves you, and trust that you've outgrown it in order to expand into the greatest version that you are meant to be for this time right now. You're meant to. And if you don't believe in yourself, trust me, your soul, Pluto, and like all the energies will remind you in the most brutal way. It's like, hey, how can you? It's, you know, for the love of grace, you have to step up now. And again, the tools are out there, the support is out there for you to step up, and I would love to be a guide for you. With all that being said, I'm back very soon, maybe with the queen of tuning forks herself, Eileen McCusidick, because she has been with me for a beautiful chat about all the forks. We'll see which episode is going to be next, but until further ado, hope to see you and hear you soon on Instagram. And yeah, let's tap into more systems of existence.